Good afternoon and welcome to the T-Bird Spotlight. Today we welcome Tomas Ribeiro from the men's golf team. Tomas has a 3.7 GPA and is a marketing major. So, Tomas, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
From Brazil. Originally, I was born in Portugal, but went to live in Brazil when I was about 4 or 5 with my family.
What's, what city in Brazil?
It's called Porto Seguro. It's a really small town. It's in the coast. It's a beautiful place, a touristic place, but it's beautiful. Um, but and I mean, there's just one golf course there, which I was fortunate to be one of the best courses in Brazil. So it's a really nice place, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. What do your parents do?
Both of my parents, they work with architecture, engineering of houses.
Architecture.
So, they both of them work with that. They have a company they run.
Okay, so then do you have like brothers and sisters? Are you
No,
missing a big family? Is it just
just
you?
me. Just me, yeah.
How do your parents feel that you're all the way in America?
It's tough. I mean, it's a long time, I don't see them for about almost a year. So
Mhm.
it's a long time, but kind of get used to, especially because my 3rd year here, always the first years are a little bit tough, but then you kind of get used to. But at the same time, I come back home in the middle of the year, so it's fine.
So Tomas, like you, when did you learn English?
It's I really people ask me that question. I don't know how to answer because I have never done like a course or something like a preparation. I I don't know. I think definitely when I came to America for my first year, it helped me a lot. Just being in class, being with other roommates, you learn a lot from the language. So,
Tomas, you must be pretty bright. And you
oh,
speak really well. You can't even
thank
tell.
you,
Well, I mean, a
thank
little bit, but not that much.
you.
So you just learned English when you moved to America 3 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I knew how to speak a little bit of English, just from like a little bit from school. Obviously, we have like the English in school, which is nothing like crazy. You learn a little bit, but yeah, most of the stuff I learned here.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Probably better at it than I am. So, Tomas, what brought you to MCC? Like, how did you find MCC? The
Uh,
Liverpool, the
yeah.
Lipton,
It is,
and
it is,
tell us your story.
it was definitely a good story. I did 2 years in Iowa Central Community College before coming here. It didn't quite work for me there, the weather especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that this region that we play over here is the best for golf in community college.
Mhm.
We play against the best teams. If you get like the story of national championships and stuff, you're gonna see most of the teams are from here, you know.
Yeah.
And so I wanted that competition. I wanted to be able to play against them all year, and be able to not be in the snow. It's kind of not what I have in Brazil. So that kind of mess with my game. So I talked to John after I was done at Iowa Central. When I was done at Iowa Central, uh, I started talking to him. It was a really fast process. But I talked to him and I said, yeah, because I'm a 3rd year, so I'm looking forward to go to a national championship again and win it. And the way he said it, the way he showed his interest to be able to accomplish another national championship. That's what brought me, because I'm a guy that I like a lot when, especially because well, it's not a team sport, but since we're playing as a team, we gotta have that um mental ability of thinking, yeah, we want to win a national championship. So that's exactly what brought me here.
So, Tomas, like, how tell the listeners? So, we all the men's golf national tournament is in a couple weeks. So, tell us how the season ended. Where do you rank individually? And brag about yourself for a minute.
Yeah. So we had a tough season, unfortunately, as a team. You know, we didn't accomplish what we wanted. You know, we definitely had the talent for it, but we didn't accomplish. But I mean, there's still three guys on the team that are freshmen. I think they learn a lot. You know, from their first year. The second year guys already know what is to be in Mesa. So and this was their last year, so they're gonna be in good steps because they're really good players. Uh, but myself, it was good. I'm ranked right now in Golfstat, which is our ranking, the national ranking. I'm ranked ninth in the country. So uh, I would say it was really good. You know, it was really good. I wish I could win a little bit more, but I won a tournament in the fall, but didn't win anything after that, but a lot of top 5, top 3, so that's pretty good, being able as well to be, 4th place in the conference is really good, so especially because of this conference, because this conference is the best one in the country, so it's really good. It's really it was good for me individually, and we still have the national championship, so we'll see how it goes.
That's good. Well, congratulations so far. And I like the attitude of it. You want more, so keep it going. Secondly, how many are there other international students on your team?
There is 2 guys from Zimbabwe.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, they're both freshmen, really nice guys. They're enjoying a lot here, Arizona. I think they learn a lot this year, you know,
I do
especially
like it.
yeah, especially coming from another country. The first year is always a tough one, because you're getting used to stuff, you're seeing how it goes, how they play, how is classroom, so and they like it, so that's really good. That's gonna be really good 2 players for next year for John.
I do like Arizona.
I really like Arizona.
Like,
It's
what
a
do you like
good
about it?
place, good weather. It has everything. It's a big town, so it has everything I need to get.
Your parents
So
came over to see you?
my mom came with me when I came here for the first time. Yeah, yeah. I stayed a week here, and then she went back to Brazil.
So, um, what do you plan on doing after MCC? Like, do you have
Uh,
offers on the table or?
Yes, I am committed to Western New Mexico University,
Oh,
which is
congratulations.
thank you. It's a really good D2, really, really solid players. Couldn't be uh the best option for me. It was really good. Coaches are phenomenal guys. Team, they are just really good at golf. So it's gonna be a really good experience, being able to finish those 2 last years.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little different community in
Yeah,
Phoenix,
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
but that's okay. Okay, so you're gonna graduate. You're gonna go to Western New Mexico. You'll graduate in marketing. Then what do we see in Tomas's future?
Oof. Uh, I normally don't put too much expectations on stuff. I just let it go.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to do my thing and see at the end how it goes. But I would love, obviously, to play professional golf.
Okay.
Still have 2 years, and definitely at Western New Mexico, they're gonna prepare me for that. Um, and so we'll see.
The road to becoming a pro.
So you have a lot of ways to get. You can play key schools, which are like the qualifying schools for the tours.
Yeah.
You can play Monday qualifiers, which are like a 1 day qualifier for the tournament. That's on
Okay.
the week. And you have the mini tours as well, which are small tours that you don't need to qualify. You pay, get in, and you kind of develop your game, so you can prepare yourself for like Monday qualifiers for key schools. So that's kind of the way.
So okay. So Tomas, like, what is your strength as a golfer?
Oof. Uh, I would say in my game, I would say definitely my wedges. My
Okay.
my wedges are pretty good, yeah. Uh,
Mine suck.
yeah. From I would say from 60 yards to 150, I said I'm pretty solid, and
Yeah.
that's a really good place to be because it's the spots that it's where you score the most.
Mhm.
So it's really important to have those shots dialed in.
So how did you like fall in love with golf?
Sorry.
How did you like fall in love with golf? Like who taught you it or how did you
It's
become?
so well, I don't know because I was too little because I started playing golf when I was 3. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't recall, but my parents said we used to live in Portugal while I was born. We had a house in front of a golf course, and there was balls coming to the yard, so I'll catch them. And uh, for some reason, no one plays golf in my family. No one plays golf, and for some reason, my parents asked me what other sport I would love to play. Because when I was 3, 4 years old, I used to do tons of sports, soccer, uh, karate, everything. And so there was one day um, that I didn't had any sports to do it, and they asked me which one, and I said golf.
Mhm.
So which kind of impressed them, who asked for to play golf when they're 3. So
Yeah.
and kind of went from there. We went to Brazil. I started playing when I was 9 tournaments already. So
Okay.
it just went that way.
So who's your favorite golfer to watch?
That's a tough question. I would say I I cannot say the favorite one, but I can give you a top 3.
Okay.
I would say Justin Thomas, I'd say John Ram,
Hmm.
and obviously Tiger Woods. I think everyone is Tiger Woods as well.
I like
So,
to, it's so interesting. For me, I like to root for winners and that continue to keep winning at a high level because it's so hard to do.
yeah, especially in golf, because it's a really tough sport to win every single time.
Yeah.
It's so tough.
What major is your favorite one to watch?
Uh, I'll say U.S. Open.
Why?
Just because of the courses they set up, the way they set up the courses are so nice. I really like it that the way they set up. Obviously, I love the Masters, but it's kind of the same course every single time. Obviously, everyone loves Augusta. I love Augusta as well, but
Have you
I
been there?
don't know. Huh?
Have you been there?
Never been it. Never been. Yeah.
So
And
what
so
major? So would you want to like out of all the majors, which one do you want to go watch? The U.S. Open?
mm, to watch, I would say Masters,
Okay.
but uh, I would say to play, if I could choose one, I would say U.S. Open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of the British Open?
British Open is really nice. It's a really tough. It's kind of we have a course in Brazil. It's kind of like what they play there with a lot of wind, links course. So it's a I really like it. It's kind of different golf.
Mhm.
Than everyone is used to, but it's really nice. Yeah.
So now I guess we're just going to pivot a little bit to the. So you guys have your national tournament coming up, and you said it's in Indiana.
hmm
So how is that golf going to be different than out here that you've been training in?
I played that same course at nationals. My first year.
Okay.
It's absolutely different because here we are we have a lot of desert here, so
Yeah.
there's no grass, more wind. So definitely expecting a 50-mile-per-hour gust winds for sure. So more flighted shots, but nothing that I have never encountered. So,
Okay.
um, yeah.
Do you take time to like study or how do you prepare your mental? What do you do for your mental preparation going into a golf meet?
Uh, I would say it's just trusting, just confidence.
Where do you get
There's
that?
a- it's just Uh, it's just a natural thing you gotta have, it's a natural thing you gotta have.
Tomas.
Yeah. So, in golf, there's a lot of people that say, and I actually agree with that, a confident golfer, it's much, much danger than a really good golfer in terms of physical, because the confidence you see, You get John Ram right now, it's winning everything. It's pure confident, you know. So you gotta have confidence in yourself. You gotta trust yourself and what you have, and go from there, you know.
So for practice, do you like Tomas, are you like a kid that they gotta like this shut down the golf course for you to go home?
I would say no. I would say no. But yeah, I
Mhm.
practice a lot. You got to, you got
Yeah.
to. Golf requires you hours and hours and hours and hours. But every single time I practice, I like to touch every single part of my game. Every single one. Yeah. Um, from short game to putting to long game to wedges, bunkers, everything possible,
What
And
part of the game has have you improved the most on since coming to college?
I would say not on game, but course management, definitely.
Okay. So describe that. Teach us listeners what that means. What does
Uh,
course management mean?
so course management, you because on a golf course, it doesn't matter if you know how to hit a ball really well if you don't know where to hit it or
Yeah.
where to miss it. Um, golf, it's kind of different because the best misses, are the ones that are gonna win the tournament. Not the good shots. It's the how good how good are your best shots, you know. So you gotta be able to know where to miss it, where's the best spots, and I learned that a lot, especially coming from high school, um, you learn a lot here in college, especially in America. So,
Okay, last question before we wrap up. And what are like what's something that you learned from Coach John that will stick with you?
uh, I would say he always says to me, "Play with your heart." Um,
Passion. Good.
yeah, and he told me that on the fall after a really bad tournament that I had, really poor score. He told me, "You need to play with your heart," and that really made a lot of sense, because you gotta give everything on golf course, and especially as a team, one shot that you might, whatever is just one shot, can cost you the tournament, so that really touched me.
Good. Good. And then do you have a favorite sports quote that you kind
Yes, yes, I
of
have. It's from Cristiano Ronaldo,
okay.
the soccer player.
Yeah.
He said in Portuguese. I'm trying to get to English.
They do Portuguese for fun.
Uh, he said, I think it's if you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you're capable of. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See.
So it's a really good quote for me. Me, I look I look I l- I look at his mental ability a lot. For me, he's in terms of um, sports and in sports, he's my favorite.
He's your favorite?
Yeah, he's my favorite by far. Just because of
Awesome.
his mentality and how he works hard. So
Hmm.
it's just for me, it's just the guy.
Good for you. Okay. Do you do anything in your spare time?
Yeah, mostly go out with friends, just enjoy, go to restaurants.
Which
Uh,
is your favorite here in America?
oof. Uh, I would say, I mean, I would say fast food. A quick one is Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Yeah, we don't have that in Brazil, so it's the one that I normally go a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So to wrap this up, we're gonna play a little rapid fire. So this or that. You
Okay.
just say what comes to your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right. So text or FaceTime?
Text.
Okay. TikTok or Snapchat?
TikTok.
Indivisibility or super strength?
Super strength.
Big dog or small dog?
Big dog.
Which kind?
I would say Belgian Malinois.
What'd you say?
Belgian Malinois.
Oh, I'll have to look that one up. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
that
a
one
nice
is.
dog, yeah.
Messy or tidy?
Messy.
Okay. Reality TV or documentary?
Documentary.
Which do you have a favorite?
Uh, no, I just watch a ton of them every single time.
Okay. English or math?
Math.
Salty or sweet?
Salty.
Um, Night in or night out?
Not out.
All right. And then red or white?
White.
And red. Go T-Birds.
Go T-Birds. Exactly.
Well, thank you, Tomas, for being a guest on our T-Bird Spotlight today and always continue to work hard. We
Right.
wish you the best at Nationals, Tomas.
Thank you. I appreciate it, eh?
And that's your future at Western New Mexico, but as well.
For sure. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. We're proud of you.
Perfect.